Welcome to the Some Laugh podcast.
It could be like, oh, that was some laugh, or there was just some laughs.
Some laughs.
Well, no promising all laugh.
No, there's going to be some.
It's some laugh. I've been a bit too busy of late. I was just in London for a week there. I was down south the 2 weeks right after Fringe, which I obviously seen you when we done the festival thing. I did love you. How you decided to get all the vapours.
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, I enjoyed that, yeah.
for the listeners, everybody who was vaping, because there was a lot of people vaping because it was outside.
Yeah, it was
in
in
a
a
tent.
big tent, wasn't it?
And you just got every vapour to come down.
And blow it at me so I could come on to this big. But then I wanted like some proper like cheesy rock music. But the guy didn't know how to do it, so it just came on to silence still. Just loads of vaping.
It was great just to see puffs of smoke and then you coming on.
Yeah, it was a weird. So it was Dead Meat, wasn't it? The Dead Men talking. And I like what they've like. It's quite an achievement to get that festival done. It was so good. The lineup was incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't know like Jamali was on, and I saw Jamali last night. So he's doing the stand this weekend. So we went hung out last night, which was really nice. But I thought they did great, and everyone was, and all the fans. I was a bit worried. I thought, what? I mean, I did go on to someone who'd just done a chant going nonce, nonce, nonce. And I was like, I don't know if this is my crowd, but so it was hard to pitch it. How did you find it? Like,
Well, the tent. I didn't do the tent you done.
right?
You done the big tent.
Yeah.
I done a wee tent to pretty low numbers.
Right.
But I would say this. They were very nice. The people that were
Yeah.
in the tent were attentive, and could have been a nightmare. But I was doing half an hour. It's long.
Oh, shit, yeah, it's long.
Because I'd just done an hour at the Fringe. I'm just like, you're just kind of battering through it because you're used to doing. Like I just done the stuff that was more just like the stuff with punchlines.
Well, that's it. That's what I tried to do. But you know me, my punchlines come after 12 minutes of rambling. I tried to do a 2-minute clip the other day from the cat tour. I thought I'll put this up because the Taskmaster people haven't seen me dressed as a cat, dancing and doing stuff. And I couldn't get this bit. I can't get any bits under 2.5 minutes. Although that is either one line, or and it's so hard to chop them up a bit in it, or to go in with that focus of I need a 1-minute clip.
It's hard. I actually edited one of Chris MacArthur Boyd's clips, and it was this, but that we ended up putting it and it done really well. But I was like, he said, "Yeah, can you maybe start a bit later?" And I says, "Look, your setup is 2.5 minutes here."
Yeah.
And it's like, and I ended up getting it down to 20 seconds, but it was the most like radical cut fucking ever. But anyway, we should probably say, Phil.
Oh yeah, hi.
We should actually just start. Is that we're back today with Phil Ellis.
Hello.
It is just me and Phil today because we're recording this on a Saturday. The guys couldn't make it today, but we wanted to get you back while you were in town.
Yeah.
And
plus they're dead weight anyway.
yeah, well, I mean,
Come on, we've got the main guys. This is my audition.
Phil's going to be a permanent co-host.
Yeah.
But I was saying to you before we started recording, though, the other thing we're recording on a Saturday at the moment is currently both of the neighbours either side of where we record are having construction work done. So I actually had to go out the other day. We recorded yesterday and I had to go out the day before and say to the guy, listen, when do you usually take your lunch?
Yeah.
And I was like, see, would you just mind taking it between like 1 and 2? I just said to them, I've got a meeting.
Right.
But I don't
You didn't
know.
want to go,
But
I do podcasting.
Yeah,
And
but I
like
think-
calluses on their hand.
Yeah, exactly. As the weeks go on, I'm going to need to make that credit. So at some point, I'm going to need to tell them. They might have been told because I'm pals with the neighbours and they might have told them that we do this.
Right,
but,
yeah.
But it's hard to get round.
Yeah, it's tough. I like the fact that either side are improving their houses and you refusing to have anything done. Not even soundproof the shed.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That would be the biggest improvement we could do. But no, it's weird. And then, but because I couldn't believe it because they'd been doing it since like June or July. And then so when I went away for the Fringe, I'm like, well, at least when I come back, it'll be done. They hadn't done a thing in August.
That's fucking right.
And it's because obviously you just are so self-centered. You're going like, why are they doing this to me? You know, as if you.
Oh, but someday I remember when I lived in London and it was like 2 years and they were so fucking noisy and it was such a crap house, like single glazed windows. So you were just up. But I get up early. Lucky for me, I always get up early.
Yeah.
Or I just didn't go to bed. That was quite sad when I lived in London. And but like Andrea, my housemate, was downstairs, and she'd go fucking ballistic. But she would tell them as well.
Aye.
And the thing that I wouldn't have minded, but you just knew there were two young posh cunts.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, everyone at home. They were just like, you can tell. I was like, how have you got money at your age, you fucking idiot? And I mean, this is living with 6 people, and these two 24-year-olds going, yeah, maybe we can extend this. I'm going, good, you fucking idiot. And I was up in this top little room that was only the size of the bed. I was like looking at the window, like, yeah, lightning. Like that bit in Rocky Horror Show where you see Richard, what's his name, O'Brien in the window. That's a very specific reference.
Yeah.
Too specific.
A long forgotten.
Yeah. It's not forgotten. It's his 50th anniversary, and it still is the longest running midnight show of all time.
Wow.
So it's not forgotten, actually.
Well, soon to be re-remembered.
Fucking day.
Well, Phil, it's good to have you back since a triumphant return, I'm going to say. Because obviously when we last had you on,
I'm back, baby, and it's all thanks to some laugh.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think that's what got the Taskmaster thing over the line. Maybe I would like to.
I think so. I think so. I think I'd hit rock bottom when I was on here, and the only way was up.
How have you found since you've done it and since it's came out?
So I was really nervous because it's the only bit of TV, and also I think it's the only show everyone thought I could do well.
Oh, aye.
And then I thought, what if I'm shit on it?
Well, that would be tough because everyone would be like, oh my God, I'd love to see Phil on Taskmaster.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure to live up to, really.
Yeah. But everyone was so supportive in comedy. And like even Ray Bradshaw, I was with last night, he was saying there's not many people are very, like, the people are so happy for each other. I think they're just like going, oh, thank God, finally. Thank God. Because he's been knocking on that door for so long and they wouldn't let him in. And so it was really nervous because also Series 19 was such a big hit.
Yeah.
But you forget, like, this is the weirdest thing about Taskmaster. The fans are really into it. And they're all great. You know, some people obviously, you look, people send me all the positive stuff, like, and there's so much stuff, like, they're all obsessed with, I've got, my mates are obsessed with Reddit. I didn't really know.
No, I don't really go on it, but it's like occasionally something will pop off on it. And
yeah, or Tumblr. I didn't quite get what Tumblr was, right? But now I just get sent all these things.
Yeah.
And like, they're all good. And then, but they'll just like, I've got a friend who like will just go, this one person said this. I said, well, that's all I see now, isn't it? You see one person going, I don't really like it that much. They go, oh, everything, what's the waste? Thousands of people. But most of it has been just like, someone sent me yesterday some fan art, and it's all that really impressive. But I'm like, I feel bad that they're wasting the time drawing me. I'm like, it must be grim having to like just look at my face. And then... But there's some exciting stuff. But because they're so into it, and 19 was so big, I was like, it was so, you were worried. And you had Jason on that, and I'm known as the chaotic guy. Yeah. Like, ugh! But because he'd gone in the season before and broken everything, the poor production team were just, and he's so funny. And I was out there going, well, I can't match Jason's, and because you're just like, you're copying him.
Yeah.
Because he was so good. Like, that whole cast were brilliant. Like, Fatty is so funny. Stevie's wonderful. Rosie, Jason, and Matthew. Like, they're all so funny in different ways.
Yeah.
But I think I was meant to fill the chaotic thing. So I thought, well, I can't do that. And also, because I'm not on TV a lot, I'm a bit more timid because I don't want to fuck it up and I don't want to annoy the production team.
Of course, eh?
Like, Jason's got a lot more weight behind him. If I come in and start... I tried to climb the roof on the first day and they literally went, you're not allowed to climb the roof. And I went, okay. Because I went, can I get up there? And they went... Of the house, because it's really fragile all the time.
Yeah.
So I just went, can I get up there? And they went, no. And they went, Jason tried quite a few times. And I was like, fine, I really wanted to get on the roof. But then I watched 19, because I hadn't watched 19 when I did the task, because I think it was still on when I was doing the task.
Aye.
So I hadn't sat and watched it yet. And so I saw him kept trying to get up, and I went, well, I'm glad I didn't now, because you would, I think everyone would be like, oh, Phil's just trying to be Jason.
Him,
and not realising that we filmed them whilst that's going on anyway. So I didn't see any of it. So I've got, and also in the studio, everyone's more used to being on telly than me. So it took me a few to get in, but now we're on episode 5. I've really relaxed, and you can tell that I'm more comfortable in
Yeah.
And all of our banter's better. And I think they forget sometimes it takes an audience a few weeks, I think, to really settle in with a new cast because you miss the other one so much.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I wonder how Thingy would have, I wonder how Stevie would have done that, or how would
Totally.
Fatty have done that. But then after a few weeks, they go, oh, I'll get the dynamic. It's a different, because it's so funny. I love our cast and our series, and it's luckily gone down really well, thank God, because I think now everyone's realised we're just such a different dynamic.
Yeah.
The last, I think it's quite funny when someone pointed this out to me, and it's the last cast were just like so pally, and you could just see it, and they all were like laughing at each other. Jason's like quite a loving guy, and it's all like this, and they're all having dinner together, and ours is all like, what is your like Reese last week? Like Maisie said, he goes, yeah, it's got nothing to do with you, has it? And they're on a team together, and I'm in the middle going, oh, they're fighting. And then Anya's always like doing little smarmy remarks to wind Maisie up, and it's so funny. And then sometimes because like Reese did a podcast, goes, he's quite mean to me, Phil, actually, and found out he was a fan after years, and I'm like, no, you're one of my absolute heroes. But I couldn't go on and just be sat there going,
yeah, exactly.
all the time. But then I went, oh God, I'm a bit of a nut. So I'm like winding everyone up, like just smugly, because I'm just there to have fun.
Yeah.
I also do want to win, and I'm trying, but also I realise I'm really shit at a lot of stuff. So I think we'll just have fun. But I'm just happy to be there. So it's really fun. You just keep cutting to me in the middle, like watching everyone have a fight. Going, I'm just loving it. And then Sanjeev will come in with like an absolutely killer line.
Aye.
So it's just so funny when someone pointed that out. I can't remember what they said. Something like, they just went, it's so funny because like you lot, those were like all best mates, and like you lot are just like a dysfunctional family who all hate each other. But we don't. We all love.
I suppose it is that as well, because they said it's like the first one. It's like somebody in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and their 60s. Yeah,
I was so glad I wasn't the old guy.
You're right in the middle.
Yeah. But the other thing I keep getting sent is I'm just gonna have to join Reddit, aren't I? So I can sit and listen to. Oh no, maybe I won't. You just said to me then as if they don't know, mate. You don't want to see what they're saying about you.
I don't know. Well, it's a dangerous thing for anyone, isn't it? When there's folk talking about you and stuff.
Well, that's why I tell friends stop sending me stuff, because I actually don't really want to know. I do get tagged in on Instagram by fan art, which is great, and I do really appreciate it. So I don't mind. Like, I'll share that because that's fun. But if you're a mate, don't just send me a screenshot of someone slagging me off.
Oh, sorry, because I was actually on Twitter last night. No, let's see.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's I can't remember what my point was. But yeah, we all really like each other. That's the thing. So that's why we can do that, because we got on really well. And we've got a little Reddit, fucking obsessed with Reddit, aren't I? I'm definitely going home tonight. I'm going to sooner. I can't believe Spud Kid 3000 keeps calling us all out. What's that you said? I think Phil's the best. I said, hey guys, can we talk more about Phil? No, Spud Kid 3000. But because we all really got on, that's why you can have a go at each other. Because if we didn't, can you imagine if like we all like Maisie's having a go at people who were like, God, she really does hate us as well.
Oh, fuck. I know it must be less fun, I guess, if you don't get on, and then because you wouldn't feel feel like you could sort of slag other folk off and stuff.
Yeah.
If there was actual malice behind it.
Well, that's it as well. And because I only met Sanjeev for the team tasks. But I hadn't met Reese. We crossed paths. I don't think he'd remember particularly. I'm sure we had. I know Steve Pemberton a bit because he brought his kids to Fun and Games.
Yeah.
And I've bumped into him a few times at things. So like we did the Taskmaster live experience, which was brilliant. And we were in a team together. But he didn't know I was on yet.
So we were on the actual show?
Yeah, so we were just hanging out and drinking. And he was afterwards like just having some wine and stuff in the book. So it's like the opening launch party. And he was going to go home, but he was like, "Oh, stick around a bit longer." Because we were having a really good chat. We both went to the same college, because he's Chorley Way and I'm Preston, obviously. So we're from the same neck of the woods. But he kept going, "My friend Reese is on the next series," and he kept saying, "You want to get Phil on it?" Which was really sweet. But I was like, "Well, I am on it, but I can't say anything." So I didn't. And I thought, "This is weird. I've not told him." But he weren't meant to tell anyone. And then when the first day we were doing studio recordings, when I met Reese, and he went, I was chatting to Steve the other night, and he said, I saw Phil the other week, and he didn't tell me he was on. He said, yeah, it's meant to be a secret, Steve, and you're there telling everyone, my friend Reese is on. I was like, oh, yeah. I said, yeah, I probably should have told him to stop doing it.
It must be so surreal though when you're sitting, because I was watching a bit last night, and it's like when you're in the studio and stuff, and because it is such a big show now and so iconic, like, and you're just kind of there and you're sitting, it's like Greg and Alex Horn and he's all sitting in that line. There must be bits where you're just sitting there and going, fucking hell, like you're actually on. You're actually on it.
And I had to relax after a bit because you try and. I think I've got a completely different persona on that show to my stand-up persona. I think I'm a lot like. In stand-up, I'm a bit more chaotic and a bit darker, really. But on that, I'm just having such a fun time. And I think it's coming across, which is nice. But because I quite enjoy watching it, I don't feel... the first one was a bit like, and then I was like, oh, I've relaxed now. But the first few, because I'm very aware I'm the least known person in that lineup.
Right.
So that comes across a bit like maybe I'm trying a bit hard, maybe in the first episode, or maybe not trying. I'm a bit too nervous to really get stuck in. But now we're on 4 and 5. I'm just really enjoying it, and now you can tell I've just relaxed because I watched 5 early because I had to do the Taskmaster podcast.
Aye,
which Marc was watching and then like listening to.
I was listening to when I picked you up.
Weird, creepy. Alan Partridge fan.
Oh, there's something I wanted to pick up on for that, but I'll get to that in a minute. But
so I watched that episode, and it was nice to go. Oh, it's because I think only episode 1 had gone out or episode 2. I was like, oh, that's good. It's okay. You forget. We all relax. Because even we did the first studio task, and before the curtain came up, I was stood next to Reese, and he was like, oh, it's so iconic, isn't it? And I was just like, you're iconic. But I was going, oh, right, but we're all in the same boat. We all realise that we are all nervous. It's not just me, which was really comforting. And Reese is very... really comfortable in the show. You can he probably doesn't get shown as much, but he's very like reassuring. He's always tapping if you do something good.
Yeah,
and he's really they all are. Like, Maisie's always like very much like, oh, well done, and I'm like, yeah, well done, mate, and well done. So we all helping each other along in it. But yeah, it's great. Brilliant. To answer your question, I'm having a good time, thanks. It took me 30 minutes.
Well, the thing I was wondering about was because the episode I watched is where you brought on the Treaty of Versailles.
Oh, yeah.
And then you mentioned on the Taskmaster podcast you actually know a lot about that. How do you know a lot about the Treaty of Versailles, Phil?
Well, I studied 20th century history at higher education.
Interesting.
But I thought it'd be funny to bring in the Treaty of Versailles because it just sounds funny.
Aye.
And loads of people going, it's actually a really important treaty. And I was like, yeah. Cut down the German army. It's the cause of World War II. Really.
Yeah, no, well, cause the only reason I know about it is because in high school we done a course in history called The Road to War. And it starts obviously with the Treaty of Versailles. And then it kind of everything sort of falls apart after that.
Exactly, yeah. And the biggest thing I think is when Germany, it's such a weird part of the treaty is that Germany had to go, it was our fault. It's such a big bit. They had to accept full responsibility, like a kid breaking a vase. Come on, we only forgive you, but you've got to admit you broke it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Right. You can't militarise the Rhineland. You're down to 10,000 troops or something. Yeah. And we're going to take most of your land. All right. Let's hope this doesn't come back and bite us in the arse anytime soon. Can't see there being a problem here.
No.
But yeah, so that was... but because it was so early and I don't think people knew me yet.
Yeah.
Because again, I've not done any TV. I think some people just like, that's stupid because of course you know what the Treaty of Versailles. I was like, I know, but you don't. And now I think they go, oh, I get it. He's an idiot. No, he's having fun. He's being silly. I'm not necessarily. That's that. I mean, I am a bit of an idiot as well, to be honest.
Well, the other thing that was one of your more iconic moments in it was when you got Alex Horn to bathe you.
Oh yeah, that was funny. But I tried to get his proper nipple out, and I couldn't. Because I couldn't get out the bath and he wouldn't do it. So I got really in and then I managed to suckle it through the shirt.
And he wouldn't let you take his nipple out?
I wish I'd just taken his full nipple out, but I got it. I've proper had a go on it. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's like a fairy's thimble.
That's great.
But that was a great episode, that, because I didn't know what I was going to do. And I didn't know what they were going to do.
Aye.
And then they didn't know what I was doing because they went out. So I was just panicking, going, what the hell did you do? So I went, I'll suckle Alex's teeth. But Alex is a really good sport. You forget what a good sport he is for some of the things some of us make him do.
And he's got to kind of keep a straight face through the whole thing for the most part, isn't he?
I think he's corpsing a lot in this one.
Aye.
In this series, I think we're making him. I love making Alex laugh. So a lot of the time it was me just trying to see if I could break Alex to make him laugh.
Yeah.
One of my favourite bits of that last task, the awkward one, and obviously now I'm sure it was part of to make it more awkward, but Anya comes in and he goes, "Hi Anya," and then Sanjeev he goes, "Hi Sanjeev," and I go, and he goes, "Oh, nothing for me, all right." Because I was waiting for him. So it's really a little, but you forget a lot of it's not by chat. Alex works and the whole team work very carefully. These little bits that make those moments.
100%.
Meticulous.
Right, guys, Marc here. Very excited to announce the return of Some Laugh Live. We will be back in Glasgow at the Stand Comedy Club on the 15th of December, just in time for the holidays, a wee Christmas night out for all the Some Laugh listeners. Myself, Stuart and Stevie will be doing the pod live on stage once again alongside some fantastic guests. And this event is sponsored by our friends at White Mackay, who are very kindly sponsoring the event. And I believe they've got some wee treats lined up for the people that will be attending. So very much thank you to them. But we're really looking forward to seeing all you guys there. We've not done too many live pods in the last year or so. So very excited to be back and playing the new venue of the Stand in Glasgow. So we hope to see you there. Should mention the first dibs for the tickets did, as ever, go out to our patrons. And if you're not signed up already, you can sign up for as little as £3 a month on our Patreon and get access to an extra bonus episode every 2 weeks, which is primarily myself and the boys sitting around chewing the fat, shooting the shit as you were, and I know a lot of you enjoy that. So if you'd like more of that, sign up to the Patreon. You also get access to our previous live shows, behind the scenes footage, all of that kind of stuff. And we also do have merch on sale as well, which you get a discount for if you are a Patreon. But if you are on the run to Christmas, you are looking for some gifts for yourself or, anyone. You usually buy it for other people, don't you? But even if you want to treat yourself, get yourself a wee gift. There's nothing wrong with that. Get yourself maybe a ticket for Some Laugh Live. Maybe come along wearing the merch. That would be perfect. In fact, if you do come along not wearing the merch, we'll be kind of disappointed. But it's fine. You do whatever you want as long as you come to the show. But tickets probably will be going very fast. Obviously, Stand, there's about 200 tickets for that. So we do expect that to sell out pretty quickly. But aside from that, guys, we'll hopefully see you at the live show in December and enjoy today's episode. So you're up now, obviously, you've got your tour coming up soon as well.
Tour, yeah. Go to www.philelliscomedy.com.
Is it still the same format with that picture of you looking miserable?
Oh no, it's miles better now.
Oh, is it
Avalon
good?
have made it look good because I was just on my own with whatever it's called, Squarespace. Going, and I didn't realise there was an app, a mobile option. So it might look like shit. Mobile. I went, why is that sentence on halfway through there? And I was like, oh. But they made it look professional now.
That's good.
Some dates have sold out. I've sold out Chorley.
Brilliant.
Steve's hometown. So that's really good. And quite a few, like the Lowry's nearly sold out and stuff, which is crazy.
So you're up doing Glasgow, Edinburgh, presumably?
Yeah, I'm doing the stands.
Great.
I've not done the new Glasgow stands. So I'm
it's nice. It's good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the stands up here. I'm doing the stand, Glasgow stand. Mm-hmm. I'm doing Monkey Bar in Edinburgh, and I'm doing Newcastle stand.
Beautiful.
So that's it. That's all you get in Scotland, all right. I know Newcastle's not Scotland, but I know sometimes you guys will go south and fight with them. I know the Jocks and the Geordies. Can you say Jocks? Is that racist?
Well, it sounds it when it's said. Not in the context you've just said that it's fine.
Yeah, I was just referencing an old.
Well, there was a show at the Fringe that was called Jocks and Geordies.
Was there?
Yeah, and it was Scottish and.
Yeah, just two lads from Oxford.
Yeah, exactly. That was character. Right?
Yeah,
but you're up. It's interesting, though, isn't it? Because it's like I think we live in mad times, right? In terms of like there used to be more of a sort of like defined hierarchy of like. You have your telecomics, you have your circuit comics, you've your touring people and all this.
Yeah.
And now it's like you've just been on. You are currently still on biggest tele show at the moment, but you're up doing a Glasgow weekend, the Glee here.
Yeah.
And it's like back in the day, it's like as soon as somebody done like McIntyre's Roadshow or something, they're never on the fucking circuit again. They're off it.
Yeah.
But we live in this weird time now where everybody's all kind of like you're up and doing.
Well, that's how I've always earned my money, and you get a nice payment from Taskmaster.
Yeah.
But I was in so much debt. I've just paid off debt, so I haven't actually got that much left. I've still got that £50 Beetle car. Well, it's died now. That's why.
I know. I was going to ask you because you didn't bring that up. This.
Yeah, 4 years it lasted.
That's
50
good.
quid. It's not bad. And then as soon as I put new brake pads on it, it went, "See ya, thank you." And I went, "You little bastard."
Yeah.
So I haven't got a car at the moment, but yeah, and also I'm just still gigging. But I like gigging, which is that keeps you sharp. I think that's the irony of saying that keeps you sharp. When I was like, what was I saying? I was saying halfway through a sentence. Oh yeah, keeps you sharp. Fucking love it.
No, it's true though, because that is the job, and that's if you're a comic, you want to be able to just make sure you can do it, and then obviously get your tour on top of that, and then whatever else comes along. But yeah, if you just kind of, I don't know, it's almost like hardwired, isn't it? If you've done the circuit so long that you just kind of need to keep doing it.
I think so, and also I think with Taskmaster as well, because it's on for 10 weeks. I'll hopefully start getting offers more. I think people will have to watch, because again, people are only just getting to know me now. Yeah, and everyone's been so lovely. When they come up and say hello, there's only one person the other day which annoyed me.
Yes, this is what I hear, Phil.
So I was really nervous about getting recognised because it's not my vibe really. Like my vibe, fucking hell. It's an old hippie. This is my vibe, man. I just want to surf every day. But I mean, I'm quite private anyway. But so I didn't really particularly want to get recognised. Anyway, it's been really lovely. I don't mind it. Yeah. Except one guy the other day, I was walking to record the podcast. Early Worms, check out my podcast.
New podcast from Phil.
Yeah, it's out. It'll probably be out when this is out. It's coming out on the 17th.
Yeah.
Get it. And Anna Thomas, who's hilarious.
What is it about? Is there a theme to it?
It was meant to be. It was meant to be, and it will get there. It's meant to be like an early morning, like breakfast show. Right. That's why it's called Early Worms. I see. But we're both the problem is, what we failed to do is, like we were talking about earlier before we started this podcast, we failed to get someone in the podcast who is a grounding presence. Yes. So you've just got Anna, who is like so funny, but she just goes, bah! Yeah. And you've got me, who also goes, bah!
You try to climb on the roof?
Yeah. And we're just giggling all the time. Yeah. And we're making each other laugh, which is really fun. But we keep forgetting to do the format. We actually have a proper format where we have like rise and wine, which is the thing that's annoyed me before I got to the studio that day.
That's great.
And I had 2 things the other day. I got chewing gum on my jeans. Who's still leaving chewing gum on fucking bus seats?
That's crazy.
Grow up. And yes, I still use the bus. Still one of you. Don't
still waiting on a few offers coming through. Hopefully by episode 10 you won't worry about that anymore.
I've not had any other offers. I'm available. Come on, House of Games. Jesus, I can do that. I've seen some of your lineups, Richard. So
the producer of House of Games came to see me on the Fringe, actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Well, it was a woman, actually. So
oh shit! Sorry.
She ruined your chances.
I think I know her. I've met her. One-on-one. Well, and we got on really well. Still not asked me.
No. Well, maybe we'll both be on the new series. Who knows?
Yeah, I think everyone used to. That's the thing about Taskmaster Series. I think everyone thought I was like so. What's the word? Not chaotic. I think like unpredictable. Yeah. That they were scared of putting me on anything. Like the Apollo, and I know Anthony does the Apollo for years, and he's just like, we can't have you on it climbing up the balcony and stuff. I was like, that would be I wouldn't do that. Like, I mean, I would, but I'd panic. But I'm like, I do loads of material. All my last 2 Edinburgh shows have been pretty much just material, just to prove. Yeah, I was dressed as a cat for one of them. Showing my genitals to everyone.
And you had the cowboy hat in your motions.
I had a cowboy hat in the last one. That's only because I did a preview the week before, and I found a cowboy hat backstage, put it on, and everyone's like, love the cowboy hat. I went, yeah, I do actually. I'm going to get a cowboy hat. So at the end, I just ride Tom Short like a pony, I'd sing country roads just to make it relevant.
And why can't that be on live at the Apollo? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Come on, a little man pony.
But so you think the Taskmaster, the chaotic nature, obviously, it leans into the nature of that show?
I think so, but I think even at that, I tell you what I think it was that did it. I went for a read-through of another panel show, And I was encouraged. I was like, I'm not going all the way to London for £50. But then someone went, well, someone who I trust and respect very dearly gave me the great bit of advice of going, just go, because there will be people in there from the industry and you can show them that you can sit on a panel and be really funny. And so I did. And then and I don't know if it is this, but this is my bit of advice is don't turn anything down, and go for every opportunity, because sometimes you might think, oh, it's a bit beneath me, or I'm not doing that. But so many good things can come from that. And I did the run through for the show, and a couple of weeks later, I got the phone call from my agent on a Saturday. So I went, "Oh my God, this must be big news, either that or bad news, really bad news." See ya. And it was Taskmaster.
Amazing.
So that was it. And I think because they went, "Yeah, we get that he's funny, we get that he's the chaos that we want, but we've not seen him. Can he sit and be funny in a row of people?" And because I was, they went, "All right, he can just sit there as well. He's not going to be running around being crazy." And like I say, when you've had Jason on being so funny and crazy with that energy, the last thing you want is another like carbon copy. So I got to be a bit more reserved, but odd. I think I just thought, well, let's lean into how odd I actually am when I'm around people, which I find quite, because I like being really weird. And I think it's most good I am, and I have to make peace with that. And I think that's, I think the reason I got it is that, just like sitting down and showing them, because you've got to show that you've got different strings to your bow as well.
Yeah. Because
it is fun being chaotic, but you've got these geniuses like Phil Kay. Yeah. If you don't know Phil Kay, Scottish actor. And when I was growing up, I used to see him on telly, he had his own shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think people just didn't know what to do with him because without his own vehicle, and he didn't fit in other shows very well. I remember he did the Sunday show once. It was like a weekend show that like Paul Tonkinson was on, and he did a guest spot on it, and you could tell the other presenters just didn't know what the hell he was doing because he's so odd.
Totally.
I mean, beautifully odd, and so it's got a real kindness about it, and it's really fun, playful. But it just didn't fit that format because I go, we need to get on to the next thing. And he's like running around with like, I don't know, rice pudding and stuff, throwing it around.
Yeah. And you hear loads of stories about him and like for the circuit and doing stand up, and it's like either it's like the best thing anyone's ever seen, or it's like it could go the other way.
It could, but that's the other thing. That is the unpredictable nature. And I think I started out being so Andy Kaufman and odd because I would love tanking a gig for a laugh. And the silence, and then I'd hang myself or something, or try and get someone to kick the chair. And I think people just still had, and I think a lot of producers still had that in their head for years. That's Phil. He's going to he's going to climb something. He's going to try and hang himself, because obviously there's the famous stories of me actually accidentally hanging myself a couple of times.
Can we talk about it? Because you actually told this when you came on our live show.
Yeah.
But that you told me this in the Barrel Bar one night about the Fast Fringe one,
right?
And it made me laugh so much. Like,
did I not tell it on? It was just a live one.
It was the live one, right?
Yeah. So I used to do basically I just got 3 stars from Chortle.
Which is the reviewer website.
Yeah, and to be honest, that year was shit. It's my only year that I think I had a bad show, which was 2017. Which is not me being arrogant. I just know I'm really good.
I know I'm a special one.
Yeah. I mean, some of the shows have been weak. Like, I did one with the curtain behind me, and I think that was a great show. But I don't know if the show itself, but there were so many interesting bits to it. It was an interesting show.
Right.
Maybe, and it was probably not as scripted. But then my shows now are more comedy, set piece, as opposed to the weird things I used to do. But anyway, so I'd done this show that wasn't great. It was such a gimmicky show, and I just couldn't get it to work, and I was having a really bad time. I was in a relationship that was just really chaotic and falling apart around me and all this. And then I was doing a second show that wasn't quite hitting, and I just couldn't get anything to work. And I got 3, and I was on the way to do the Fast Fringe, where you go and do 3 minutes to a room of people, and then you fly at the end, and they choose who they want to go and see. Basically, it's pathetic. Stand there with your little flag, like,
It's a sort of showcase thing at the Fringe.
Yeah. So you go there and you go. And it's a really good idea, to be honest. If you go, because you get to see 12 acts.
Yeah.
Some absolute dog shit and some really amazing acts. Like I did a lineup and there was so much crap. And then at the end, you get like Ian Stone will come on.
Yeah.
And you'll go, oh, wow, it's amazing.
Well, I done it just before the Fringe in London, and it was Arthur Smith was hosting it.
Like Arthur Smith.
The old school guy. But then it's like they had like clowning people and stuff going on. So somebody just came on like dressed like a bag of popcorn or something, and you just see him because he was backstage and then again he would just like sort of like peek his head out, and you're just going, "What the fuck is this show?"
And he must have seen everything.
I know,
because Arthur would have been going to like Malcolm Hardy's, like, you know, Tunnel Club, whatever. And,
when even he's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, you're going, fucking hell. Not even got his dick out. But yeah, it's about so I turn up. So I'm on my way to do the Chortle Fast Fringe, and I literally saw a review from them for 3 stars, and I was like, "You fucking." So I went on stage, and they have a screen with your name on it and time of your show, and I went right, and I just turned the screen to face the wall. I went, "Nice one, Chortle. Is that what you're gonna do? 3 stars from Chortle, and you want me to come and do your stupid little show? You lazy bastard. You're so lazy. You get other people to come and do your show." I said, "I don't want you worms to come and see me anyway. You can't make your own mind up. I'm pathetic." So I did this whole thing, and then I go, "You're trying to kill my career? Is that what you're doing, Chalk? Because no one's going to come now for a 3-star. You're going to kill my career." So I threw 3's good actually. Now I look back, but it means good. But for me, I'm a 4 or 5. So they had the lighting rig, and I threw the mic lead over the lighting rig, and I stood on a chair, and then I pulled and I made a noose around my neck. And that was it. And then so I made the noose on my neck, and I go up to a lady and I give her the mic lead. I go, right, and then I stand on the chair. I go, right, pull that tight, and she goes, "Ugh." So I'm on my tiptoes. But I noticed that the lighting rig wobbled a bit. Yeah, and I went, "Oh, that's not as stable as I thought." Because they're not proper rooms, are they? They've just put all this temporary lighting rigs in. Yeah, basically like lecture rooms, the theatres, and that they're pleasant. And I still remember. So I went, "Pull that tight," and I went, "Right, is this what you want, Chortle?" I went, "Right, someone kick the chair," and no one would kick the chair, of course. And this guy just stood up from the other side, and I went, "That's weird." And he walked right up, and I went, "There's no way he's gonna." And he just went, "Woof!" And he pulled the chair, and I went, and so I started hanging, and he just went and sat back down. I was going, but I couldn't grab because I didn't want it to come down because it would have probably killed a few people because it could have come down. So I was like, "My God, I can't put all my weight on it. I'm trying to get my weight off. But if I grab it, it's going to come down and hurt someone." So I thought, I'm just going to have to hang. So I was just there going, and no one's coming to help. And someone did come and actually, Gabriel.
Somebody no shout, "He's dying."
So and then Gabriel, another comedian, came over and held me up like he'd found me like in the garage having a strangle wank or something. And he pulled me up. And Joey Page was there, my mate, Joe, one of my closest mates. He just turned the screen round so everyone could see what time I was on. Phil Ellis. And they got me down. I had this red ring round my neck for like 4 days. And I went up to the guy. I went, "What are you thinking?" He went, "We asked me to pull it. You asked someone to kick it." I went, "What did you think was going to happen though?" Anyway, it turned out, because I was like the 10th person on, they'd had 3 magicians on already. He'd been getting people to do like tricks. So he just thought it was a magic trick. So he must have pulled it and then watched go, "This isn't very good." It's a big And that was it, yeah. So and then I didn't realise it was the day that the health and safety people were in for Chortle. And there's literally, I was like the last act. So they're like, you can tell they're going, "Well, don't see any problems round here. I might as well just sign on the dotted, oh, who's this guy?" I'm like,
the lighting rig shut up.
Yeah, it was. So there's a new paragraph when you get the confirmation of the Fast Fringe, if you see, it's the Phil Ellis clause. It basically says if you're not doing anything, if you're doing something that is not stand-up, you must let us know if it's any, and we'll have to like check it before you do it. And that's because I hang myself. And Claudia, who used to tech and run the Fast Fringe, was just because she's a very emotional person, a good friend of mine, but she was in tears during it all for days. She was genuinely traumatized. And even now, if I mention it, she goes, "Oh, don't, I can't even think about it."
Is you're watching an accidental suicide attempt, basically.
But I'm not like that anymore. That was 2017, and now I'm professional. Get me on the Apollo. I know you asked me to send a video in, and I purposely sent you one of the worst stand-up clips I've ever done, just for my own amusement. Because I won't lie, I'm not that bothered about the Apollo, but everything else I'd like to do. But the Apollo, come on. I don't need 12 angry people watching me and going, "What's this shit?" I would like the clip though.
I
and
wouldn't
the
mind
money.
doing the Apollo, so put in a good word for your mate if you.
Don't give a fuck. He doesn't want to do the Apollo either. All right.
I want to do
Don't
it.
listen to it. He doesn't. No. No, I'm joking. I actually would like to do it. It's easier for me to say I don't, because then when I'm not on it, people will be like, well, Phil didn't want to go on it anyway.
There's, I hate to admit, but there's a part of me, right, that like I've often went down to London a few weeks after like the Fringe is finished, and there's always part of me in the back of my head going, maybe I could get a last minute call to it, and then like you just see that there's that week when it gets filmed, and you see everybody like posting, and you're like.
But they've never even they've never even bothered asking me to send anything in before, which I find insane, really. I know this makes me sound arrogant now, but it is mad that I've never been on it.
Yeah.
So I kind of saw my arse a bit, if I'm honest. And I was a bit like, well, now you want me on it because I'm on Taskmaster. But I've been consistently in Edinburgh knocking it out, and you've been to all of them and enjoyed them, and then we hang out after.
Yeah.
You can't gaslight me like this, Apollo.
I just come for myself thinking that they don't know who I am, rather than the fact that they just don't like me.
Well, the thing is, they would come and see. Anthony's like a nice guy.
Aye.
They would come and see, but it's and it's also like, is it the right show for me? That's what I think.
Aye.
I mean, I know it is stand up, but I don't know if in that period I'd feel relaxed enough to be the stand up I am and that I've worked hard to become. I think I'd do all these bits that aren't necessarily me.
Yeah.
Just to try and appease the format and the audience that will be there.
Yeah.
Because the audience can walk out. And I've known an act who was a friend of mine did it. And it was and they were a brilliant stand-up, but they were on at the very end. And the audience just didn't like them. So the audience, and they had to listen to, and this isn't exaggerating because I heard it from their other people. And I went, that's not true. Half the audience walked out, 2,000 chairs going, poof,
Oh my God.
poof, poof. And the family were in and everything, but they worked so hard. They just dug their heels in because you've got to trust the edit.
Yeah,
and they made
play
it
the
look.
Cameras.
Yeah, but you can tell, like, if you know, and I'll
see
tell
it.
you afterwards.
Yeah, I think I know
they
what
wouldn't
it is,
mind me.
'cause
They wouldn't mind me telling you, but I wouldn't tell them. You can see that they're struggling, but you would only know that if you knew, because they really work hard in that gig to make it look like they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
and it must be heartbreaking. So there's that little thing at the back of my head, because we're quite similar acts in a way, I would say. I'm like, are you're gonna have one of those moments, Phil, and is it worth it to go and have the worst experience of your career? Which it wouldn't necessarily. I don't think it would happen. I think it would be quite fun, but there is that fear. And maybe I was being a little bit of a. I thought it was quite funny just sending a tape of banter, but it was largely banter. But then I kind of went, because there was material in it, but I kind of went, but that is me, really. So I just thought I'll send that off. I wasn't really doing that pedantic, but I was like, and they probably won't want that, but that is me. And there's no point. I was going to go to Top Secret and just do 10 minutes material, and then I was 2 minutes in, and I went, it's not me. I don't want to do. I want to have fun and let all the stuff breathe, and I'll come back to that bit, and I'll wait for a Castrol for a bit, and then I'll do that. And you've got to be true to yourself, haven't you? There's no point, trying to fit into someone else's puzzle. But
I think that's it, and I think that is exactly why Taskmaster's been so good for you. Because, every year we at the Fringe, I'm just like, every time I see you in that bar, I'm just buzzing, because I'm like, you just make me laugh, and you're just fun to hang around. And I think that type of thing is like what's so good about you. And if you want to sort of box yourself into. Even because even your stand up and all that, is you like to just have these elements in, and you've got plants in the crowd and all this.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're just kind of trying to do something that you can't really do that type of thing, and then you just find the avenues where you can. So
exactly,
I think your instincts are right there, Phil.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. You're right. I'd be terrible on thanks. You're right. I would be terrible on the exactly.
No, you would be fine. I know what you mean. It's because it's a funny thing, isn't it? It's like when you start second guessing yourself and trying to give people what you think they want from you rather than what you want to do, it's never a road to success, or it's never a road that's like going to be good long term, is it?
Exactly. You've got I think for me that would be a good show to go on once Taskmaster is all out, and I think people go, right, and they go, right, we trust. Oh, right, we see what he's doing. He is that kind. Then I'm not just coming out cold. And people going, who is this guy? I think they'd be more like, oh, we know he's a bit odd, and that works. We're going to go along with his buffoonery.
Totally.
But then there's some there's really good people. Like Finlay Christie's on this year, and he's great.
Yeah,
and I was saying to Finlay about that, and I'm not undermining the achievement of being on the Apollo at all. I'm just saying, because I think it is great to be. Do you know what I mean? It is.
But it's not Taskmaster.
No, come on, people watch that. I don't like to brag, but episode 1 is the most watched episode in quite a while, apparently.
There you go. Do you know what I love as well? Because I went
What a great figure that was in quite a while. Stats man.
Yeah, that's like citation needed. As your
bullshit.
That's your Reddit fucking post.
By my family.
I did enjoy though that it was like when you go into Channel 4 and it's like Taskmaster, you're the thumbnail, and I'm like, that's great.
Oh, am I actually the thumbnail on it?
Like
Yeah, baby. My big old bull. Right. So some of the fan art I've been sent,
yes,
I do have a bone to pick. I'm not bald. I have hair. I'm not having it. Now, not as much as I'd like, and I'll be honest, it does look thinner on the TV. I mean, it is thin. But, right, someone did a Lego thing, which was great, and everyone looks great. It's very funny. I'm the only one without the hair. I've got like a bobble. I've got the, when you put the hair on, you take it off, or the helmet off the Lego guy.
Didn't you get like a wee half a piece or something?
Nothing. Got nothing. I think they give me a goatee or something just because they felt sorry for me. I give him so. I've got the sideys.
Yeah.
But you can't. I'm not the Lego head. You're looking at it going,
I'm just trying to think what piece of Lego could accurately depict.
No, there isn't, is there? There must be one. They must have like a monk in one of the like the Robin Hood series or something.
It would be great though if you just done the turkey thing and just came back.
I nearly did. I was going to, and then I got Taskmaster.
Oh, really?
So I thought, well, you can't be having a scabby hair. Because I didn't know when the tasks were. So you can't do it halfway through. So I had to record all the tasks. And I thought, I can't now turn up, be in the studio with a scabby head of hair. And then comes to me, bald, running around the Taskmaster house.
I want to see you in Live at the Apollo next year looking like Elvis.
God, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? But I don't know. Do you know what it is that puts me off? Because Kai Humphries had it done.
Yeah.
A lot of mates have had it done. Well, one, I don't care enough, I don't think, if I'm honest. Like, I'd love to have hair.
You get a great look, Phil.
Well, I'm quite happy. Like, I've always been fairly comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gangly and I'm a bit weird looking and I'm balding. But I can't give a fuck, really. Yeah. Because I always think, and it makes me really sad when people, and I get that some people just are not happy with their bodies or themselves, but it really breaks my heart because I think you are, and you should love yourselves anyway. So God, I got a bit emotional. But it does upset me because I think it's unfair that some people are made to feel like that because of society, perhaps.
Totally.
And the pressure's put on us all. And we're all different, and it's fine.
I know.
But I will go to, if you want to give me free hair plugs, I'll take it. Having said that, I will take free treatment.
If that's the only offer you get after Taskmaster, then happy days.
Oh, but it's the needles going in the head that freak me out.
Yeah.
And I said to Kai, I went, "Is it painful?" He went, "Oh, you can probably feel them like sticking on you in your skull." And that went, "Well, then I'm not doing it." I went, "You're supposed to say no, it's fine."
Yeah.
But he loves his,
Yeah.
But I said to him, "I'm worried about the pain of it," and he went, "To be honest, mate, when I see a bald man now, I just see a coward." So funny, Kyle.
Let me ask you this, Phil. You're back in Manchester now, is that right?
Manchester, yeah. Stratford.
Are you, just as someone who I've been thinking about this a wee bit recently, like, because obviously you were in London for years. Do you think there's a certain argument you need to put your time in London, even in this day and age still? Or do you think it's...
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I didn't... When I was in London, I didn't gig a lot in London.
Yeah.
I think I saw it was my own, again, like, and I'm a lot better now at taking opportunities. I'm a lot more driven as a comedian and as a person. But I kind of saw my arse a bit because they paid so poorly and they would have full rooms and it was just taken as that's the way it worked in London. In a lot of the clubs, not all the clubs. So a few of the clubs I went to and they liked me and they kept asking me back, but I was going, I'm not coming back for £40 on a Friday. Yeah. And that was meant to be 20. And then I went, is that it? And they went, oh, do you want more? I went, yeah. And they went, 40. I went, is this a joke? There's been 120 people all paying £10 in there. Mm-hmm. And you're paying the MC, I couldn't, but there's so many people that would do it. Yeah. And that was when I talked about it. I'm not going to go into the class divide again. But that's why it's a lot easier for some people than others. But
more like with these sort of tele opportunities, like you're saying with that panel thing and stuff, like, do you think it's like to be in the mix for that? Because like a lot of Scottish acts talk about like like getting overlooked and this and that, but I think that I would say like a lot of Irish acts, for example, they need to move to London because they're on another fucking island.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of Scottish acts don't go down to London that often. Like, and I try my best to do it when I can, but it's it's like anything. Like if you look at America, every country needs to go to New York or LA, and like, I don't know, is there an argument you just need to put yourself in the mix there?
I think now the clubs, one, they pay a lot better, and you've got Top Secret, which is one of the best clubs.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Because I used to be more affiliated with a club up north, really, but I feel quite connected more now with Top Secret. They always really like having me on, and they book me a lot. And the gigs the audiences are amazing.
They're great.
In fact, I don't think I've ever had a problem with an audience. And you would think, because a lot of them they're rammed.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday night in the centre of London, but the audience are so excited to be there, and they've got in. And they're great. They've never seen anyone kicking off. No one's been kicked out. They're very respectful, but they've got a good energy. So it's not a flat room. They're proper, and that's why I always end up going, let's do 10 minutes, and I just talk shit for 10 minutes because it's so much fun, and they're great. And so you've got all those clubs, and Top Secret's good. But I think what you have to do is when you go down, you literally just say to people, "Will you come and watch me?" Yeah, because otherwise they won't. We always expected. I always used to want to put it in a show, like be halfway through a show, and then some guy goes, "Oh my God," and put on like a big Stetson and get a cigar. Goes, "I'm a big time Hollywood producer, and I want you to be." And I go, "Me?" The next movie. I know it was going to be they get up and they go, and I go, "Oh my God." And they go, "I could make careers." And he goes, "And I am in the wrong show. Where's Mac Ewins?" And I go, "He's on at 9 o'clock. Thank you for your time. You are shit." But you don't have those moments. You literally have to manufacture them.
Yeah, you need to ask people.
Again, like if I hadn't gone to do that thing in front of all the right people.
Yeah.
But like Andy, who directs Taskmaster, I'd already met, and he'd come to my live shows and really enjoyed those. And Andy, the producer.
Yeah.
And, the whole Taskmaster team was just incredible. So, like, they were already singing my praises.
Great.
And my agent was always pushing for it, but I just couldn't get on. Because people often go, "Oh, they're out with Avalon." I go, "Yeah, I was with Avalon for like 8 years." And I couldn't get on it. And I just couldn't get on it.
Yeah.
But because it's not just as simple as them going, "We can put you on," and Alex likes you, and Greg likes you, and Andy's like, it's just like the channel have to approve it. There's so many people want to get on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so many people, they could get anyone.
Yeah.
So the fact Alex, and obviously let me do it is incredible as well. So I really appreciate like the faith in me. But again, so I was lucky in that respect. But if I hadn't made these opportunities a bit, and I just kept working hard in Edinburgh, so I had a shit 2022. So I thought, right, I'm going to come back and smash it, and that's when I got nominated. And I went, right, that's not good enough doing that. You have to come up and smash it again. So I did it again. Then I did it again. So consistency is important for TV people as well. Yeah. But I think if you go to London, I think there are opportunities there. But you don't necessarily have to live there. I think just go down there and just blitz all the clubs. And I'm lucky with Manchester because that's a great scene there. Yeah. And you can get everywhere quite easy. But I suppose it's a little bit harder when you're
is that bit extra? Because like when I think of like, because how long does it take to get to London from Manchester? 2 hours? Maybe a bit more.
And on the train? Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
That is like such a massive difference to go. Because like Glasgow, you can't just do a gig and then come back that night.
Yeah.
Because the trains won't run that long. And things like, and it's like 4.5 hours, so it's like that extra added bit of like, so
you have to it's that's 5 hours because I'm going from Glasgow to London tomorrow.
Aye.
For a showcase thing, and it's like 5 hours 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and it does make it like you say you can't because you used to be able to get, and they've stopped the late train from to Manchester, so you could go and gig in London and get the 11:50 train back.
Yeah,
and me and Mick Ferry used to get that all the time. We just get absolutely hammered on it, and then fall asleep, and then wake up at 1 a.m. or like 2 a.m. in Manchester. Well, famously the Funds and Games Christmas party of 2015. Was on a late train. I ended up getting punched in the face about 12 times because I thought I was being really funny. Turns out when you're drunk, people don't know when they don't know who you are, and you're just talking nonsense. They just think you're being a prick.
Yeah. Just get punched.
You
in
live
the
and
face.
learn. That was so many times. If you'd like to hear that story, go listen to Have a Word.
Yes, that was a very funny episode of that. You
That
not
was
only
great
been
fun. I enjoyed that.
not only been on that recently, you were on Sunday Brunch.
Oh yeah, Sunday. That's the best. That show is crazy. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And it was the most fun. I always tell this story. I hope Stevie doesn't mind me telling this because I think it's really funny, just because it's really sweet and funny. My only advice I got off any previous Taskmaster, and I think I mentioned this on the Taskmaster podcast. I'll have to ask Stevie. I'm telling it again, Stevie. So the only advice I got was Stevie messaged me to say, I've just heard you're on Taskmaster. I'm really excited. That's great. And that was really sweet. I said, thank you very much. Because I think I've gone to see Adam doing, have you seen Ball and Bow?
No, I've
Adam
not with
Richards
John
and John
Cairns. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the funniest. They're doing Leicester Square, I think.
Aye.
Or something. I think they're doing Leicester Square. I think they've already sold it out, but it's
Yeah,
the funniest
I know. I was
show.
gutted I never seen it in Edinburgh. It's meant to be so funny.
It's funny. They're both incredible. Like, Cairns is one of the funniest people.
John's
on the
brilliant.
planet.
We had
And,
him on here a couple of years ago, and like he was amazing. Like,
so funny.
He had the story about Sunday Brunch, and he was saying that Tim Lovejoy just asked him, "Do you have any hobbies?"
Yeah. But that's the thing. And Stevie said, "Don't expect them to like." Simon's really sweet and lovely, and Tim was really liked Tim. But I have heard the stories of them going, I don't think Tim's like listening half the time. And I was watching the week before. I was like, I don't think he is listening there. But we had a bit of a laugh in the green room. Huey from Fun Living Criminals he's a really sweet guy. I really liked him. I liked everyone on the show. They were fantastic. And so that was really fun because you actually do hang out for 3 hours and it's fun.
Yeah.
And Tim was on really good form. I was really looked like he was great when I was on. But
Yeah.
I have heard some stories when he's not quite there. But
I just remember him from Soccer AM. That's what I used to watch.
yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
But it's a mad show. And Stevie's advice for Taskmaster was, she went, just so you know, Phil, because you do 2 records a day in the studio, she went, just so you know, you can have a drink in between the shows and you can have alcohol, don't worry. And I was like, what have you heard? In the shakes after every even number episode, I'm like, need a drink.
Every time the camera goes to someone else, you're like,
Yeah. And Ed, I didn't realise Ed Gamble he went, after a few I started having wine. I went, well, I just had a beer, a cup of beer, like a bottle, like a very small bottle of beer in between each show, which was quite nice. And you go, oh, go back. He was having wine, and then he had halfway through the episode, he'd bring wine over in a paper cup, so no one knew he was drinking wine during the show. But Stevie was on Sunday Brunch the week before me again. And again, that was really good advice I got over. But she was hammered when I was like, well done, how did it go? Have you got any tips? And she was like, I'm hammered, Phil. I've had, I think she had like rice ice cream and 3 glasses of wine.
yeah.
So when I went on, it was real ales. So I was like, I can't wait for the alcohol bit. I'm going to get absolutely hammered. But they were really like heavy real ales. But the first one came out, and I was like, I was absolutely necking it. And then I looked, and everyone's was still like full. And I was like, so then I took it easy for the rest. I went, you can't look like this on national television.
Because by the time we got to your interview.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, they do it right at the end. I think they've learned probably the hard way. Like, do it right at the very end. So it's the last thing you do. I'll say another thing about Brexit. But no, so it was fun. There's only a few of us drinking because I think Tom was the drinking and things. So it was just 3 of us going.
Oh, have you? One?
Yeah. And Dan Vickers was going, I wish I didn't have this thing to go to now. I really want to get hammered. Not just to get hammered, but she's like, I really fancy a drink. You know, you have a little drink. And obviously it's in the morning, like midday. And I was like, I really fancy going for a drink now. But I was just on my own in London. I went, that's not a good look, Phil.
It's round the corner for the studio.
But that's the other thing I find interesting because I get recognised now, which I've never had before.
Yeah, I did enjoy your story about that in the Taskmaster podcast about the first you went away for the weekend to.
Oh yeah, to Wales.
And
yeah.
Did you recognising a Greg's or
I
something?
got recognising like this really little, really nice called Dylan's, like patisserie. Now these sausage rolls, oh my God, I'm getting so excited. They're the best. I'm not sponsored by Dylan. We've got a few around Wales, do check them out. They were the best sausage rolls I've ever had in my life. To the point I nearly cried when I was eating. I was like going, I'll never eat a sausage roll this good. But I bought these sausage rolls and then I sat down and I had a coffee and I went to get some sugars. I went, sorry, excuse me, are you famous? I went, clearly not. You have to ask. And straight. And then, but it was so funny because the girl went, you're on Taskmaster. I saw I think the first episode had gone out. And I was like, oh, thanks. She went, can we both get a photo of that? And then I had to go back because I'd ordered some more sausage rolls. But I said, I'll leave them because I'm going to wander around and I'll come and get them with you. But the woman's like, I mean, I don't know who you are, but apparently she's seen you. I was like, all right, mate, I get it. I know I'm not really famous. And then I came back and she goes,
just wait till the end of the series.
Yeah. She goes, do you know who he is? When I go back to this guy, and he went, no. She went, I don't know who he is either, but apparently he's on telly. I went, all right, mate, Jesus, let me have it. But but the annoying thing I went to tell you about an hour and a half ago, I was walking to do the podcast, and this guy was just like, he must have been crossing the road behind, like about 20 feet behind us, and just dead loudly went, he's a famous comedian, he's on Taskmaster. And I was like, ugh. And I'd just taken my headphones out as well, so I couldn't even pretend I was in. So I just kept, but I went, but what am I meant to do? It's not like, hi, hey, I like you. So you're not, I can't just turn around and go, it is I. You're right. Phil Ellis. So I went, well, I can't. So I just carried on walking. He goes, he definitely heard me, and he's just pretending he hasn't heard me. What do you want? He goes, yeah, he's just going to keep walking, isn't he? I went, yeah, what do you want me to do? I went, I'm definitely going to keep walking out. And then he talked about me, and it felt like hours, but it was about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was up the road. I was like, going, fucking, get out of earshot, mate. He's like, yeah, he's there, and he's on Taskmaster, and he did. I'm like, just say hello. Don't talk about me at a weird distance that I can't do anything about. But that's the only negative.
Yeah, because what are you meant to do in that scenario?
It's so weird, isn't it? Like, go, it is me. And then they'll go, oh, I don't think it is him. Sorry, I was thinking of a different show. So,
like, at that point, you turn around and you go, yeah, hi.
Well, that was it. And I went to, when I got in on the train yesterday, I went to go and get some. I checked in the hotel. I went to go and get some food. So I went to Weatherspoons opposite the station. You know,
that one next to the central station.
Yeah. Because it's so handy, and it's like, and they've just got weird menus.
So John Muir, I think the John Muir, I think that's called maybe.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Well done. You know your spoons. I know that the owner is problematic, but we can't afford to do anyway.
Well, it depends on your views on Brexit.
Oh yeah. Right. You might be a fan. Anyway, he, and I was at the bar and I got recognised by a guy there, and I got recognised by someone sat down. Yeah. Then I got on the, but you have a weird thing now when I walk. I'm not fucking like, I can't think of anyone famous. Russell Crowe, I nearly went. That's a weird choice.
Don't put yourself down. You're just as good as Russell Crowe.
Like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Okay, is that my most up to date reference? But just people do go, oh, I've read, but they don't know where they know you from. Yeah. So they go, okay, so I've been on telly for 5 weeks now, which is.
And you've got quite a distinct look as well with the jacket and all that.
Well, yeah, I wear the same clothes all the time. And I do look a bit distinctive and like there goes that gangly guy with the sideburns and the balding fucking head, apparently. So you do get people going, oh, so that's a bit weird, like, especially when you just sat on your own having a pint.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, he looks a bit sad on his.
But also, like, the fact that people must just be like, what the fuck is he doing in Glasgow?
Yeah, someone said that to me. They went, there was a guy, and he was a really nice guy at the bar, he just turned around and I thought, this guy, and I thought I was going to get punched. So I was like, oh, someone's going to have to punch me because of my jacket. And he went, Taskmaster. And I went, yeah, he went, I really enjoy it. And he was dead nice. And he's like, why are you here in Glasgow? I went, I'm a comedian, I'm gigging. He's like, oh, right. And then someone else actually went, when I was walking up the road, they stopped me and they went, why are you here? I still gig, I still go around the country. But
there is a thing though that like when like even when people like Americans or something come to visit Glasgow, it's like there is a thing where like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I forget, of course, I met Jamali. Jamali was just having like ginger ale and I was having a pint in what's that bar? I went for a drink with CMB there once, actually. I bumped into him coming back. We popped in. It's on the way to the stand, that red pub. Anyway, you'd know it if you saw it. But anyway, we went in there for a drink, and the people that run it were like going, "Oh," to me, and they went, "Oh," to Jamal. That's it. They went to Jamal, and they went, "Hey, what you doing?" They went, "Oh," because we've both been on Taskmaster as well. So I was like, "It's Taskmaster night out."
I know.
And it was really funny. They were dead chuffed, but they were like, "Why are you guys here?" And it's like, "Well, again, we're doing gigs."
That's great.
But it's mad. It's great that Jamali still goes and just does weekends as well. Jamali's smashing it.
Yeah. I opened for him earlier in the year, and his stuff was great, and it was cool hanging about with him, man. He's a cool guy.
He's just never changed. He's just always been. And I always remember he used to come to all my shows, and I remember once I was really struggling. It was this improv show, and no one was getting up, and it was like a third full. And I just heard him go to his sister, "Go and help my mate out." She went, "What? I don't want to get up." He went, "Just do it, please. Just go and help him, please." And she got up and did the thing, but he was like, he was like, "He's struggling. No one wants to get up. Just get up and do it."
But was that the improv show that you were taking the piss out of improv by doing?
Yeah,
an improv
that was
show?
right. Yeah, that was right. And then the curtain had opened up, and half the room there was another improv show behind me doing improv.
Right. How did that work, and how the fuck did you get that many people involved?
Well, it started, to be honest, Finn Taylor and Matt Ewins really helped with that, because I had this premise. And the premise initially was that Matt Ewins is doing a shit improv show behind me, but he was obsessed with doing sock puppets.
Yeah.
Because of the falsetto sock thing.
Yeah.
Because he would walk past the guy, go, "Here, look," and he goes, "They're meant to be on your feet, mate." But he was going to do one where he's got shoes. What was it? Socks on it? I can't remember what it was, but it was something.
Gloves on his feet.
Gloves on his feet or something. Anyway, it wasn't working. And after a while, the way we did it was, and again, this is them helping. So I do all this improv stuff with stuff at the front, and I'd paid $1,000 to have this curtain. Fucking ridiculous. I had this room, and I made it took a third of the capacity
what was the
out.
room?
It was at the Underbelly.
Right.
On Cowgate.
Yeah.
Underbelly on Cowgate, sorry. And so I had this fake curtain behind me. So the way it works eventually, at first it was loads of people just kept walking past me going into this gig. I was like, "What the fuck's this?" Then I'd open it, and then there'd be another room. I went, "Have you rented up? Are you renting a room in my room?" And it was going to become more popular than mine, that people would go in and watch this other show.
Yeah.
But that wasn't working. So in the end, what it was, I was talking about this improv group, and then after the curtain makes it like the back of the room. Everyone just assumes that's the size of the room.
Yeah.
And at one point, I had this breakdown, and I go out, run out the room to go and get a fire extinguisher or something. And when I come out, someone would just pop out the curtain and go, "Come here." And then they'd take like a third of my audience, and they'd all sneak in, and they'd just put them in all these seats. And I went, "Shh." So they'd all be behind me, and I'd carry on doing the show. So still another 20 minutes of the show. So some people had paid and wouldn't see the last 20 minutes. And then I'd go off and do something else, and then they'd come out again and go. So by the end of it, there's only like one row of people left in my room. And they're all behind me watching quiet, and I go, "What's it?" And then after a bit, you hear, "Yeah, anyone else? Give me an idea. Give me a genre." And I'll be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I pull the curtain, and the curtain opens, and then there's a whole show with my audience, an improv show, and it's this guy who does improv. I've made a whole story up about. He's been having an affair with my wife, and he's there going, "I'm fucking Phil's wife," and he goes, "Give me a genre." And it was Finn Taylor doing this thing, and then, this is mad, this. And then the curtain had shut, and I'd be like, "God, I'm so angry, I can't believe this. Can't believe this." And then they'd get the whole audience to hide behind this other fake curtain, right? So then I'd open it, and the curtain would open, and then there'd be no one there, and it was just Matt Ewins sweeping up. And I'd go, "Where's the improv group?" And he'd go, "Improv group?" He goes, "Well, the improv group burned down 15 years ago." And I'd go, "What?" He goes, "You are the improv group. You've always been the improv group." And I go, "What?" And then it was just like, and then it'd zoom into a picture of me like The Shining.
And why could you not do that in live at the Apollo?
All the audience behind the O. Oh, look at. Yeah, so that is probably why years ago people go, "We can't have him on."
Well, listen,
So, yeah.
It's been a long road, but it's great to see that you finally got to where you deservedly belong, Phil.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for coming back. It's been great chatting to you.
It's great. I'm sorry I've waffled an awful
No,
lot.
man, it's been great. It's always a pleasure, man. Once again, can we plug your tour?
Yes.
When is it? Do you know your dates or that? For Glasgow and
We
Edinburgh?
kick off
get it up, man.
March 2026.
The description, put it on the description email. See if I can quickly get your dates up.
I'll do the Soho Theatre in London 9th to 13th of December.
Great.
There's still tickets for that. Some shows have sold out now.
Glasgow stand on the 15th of April.
15th of April.
Newcastle stand 16th, and then
16th in Monkey Barrel.
Edinburgh is the 22nd of February at Monkey Barrel.
Oh, February. It's kicking off in February. My apologies. I don't know when my tour's starting. But grab tickets at www.phileliscomedy.com.
The best comedy website.
The best comedy website in comedy.
And Early Worms is the name of the new podcast.
Early Worms starts on the 17th of October. It's going to be out every Friday morning.
Excellent.
It is funny. We will get round to doing the actual format. We're on we've recorded a few in turn, and we haven't yet.
Yeah, and you and Anna, great combo. And of course, Taskmaster.
And Taskmaster's on
still on. This is another 5 episodes on till episode 10. Is it 10 episodes?
Yeah, 10 episodes. So we just, I don't know when this is going out, but
a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks.
Can you see if you probably can't say if you've won or not yet?
I can tell you that I won episode 5. I didn't realise I have the winning streak of being the only contestant. Well, at first it was I was the only contestant who hadn't won a single task or episode in 2 episodes. I've not won a single task. And then it was, I'm the only one who's not done it for 3. And now Phil is the only contestant who didn't win a single task until episode 5. But what's nice is I win my first task in episode 5, and then I win the entire episode.
Beautiful.
Just by betraying my castmates.
There you go. Do you know what one you done really well on? See the one when you were in that big thing and you had to get the thing on the target and you used those big exercise balls?
Oh, yeah.
You done great. Like, setting all up and you managed to get it right on. It was fucking...
I thought it was great, that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that task because it was a massive room.
Aye.
And but they cut loads out, and I spent ages planning that, like running around. I did it wrong at first, and then but obviously you've got. It's such a shame what goes on the cutting room floor.
Aye. But
even the nipple thing, we were bantering about that a lot in the studio, and I got on all fours and crawled over to go and suckle Alex again in the studio, which they took out because there's so many bits you got to keep. See, it's like, well, if you leave that in, then you got to lose.
I know.
This amazing.
It's a shame that we don't live in the era of DVD extras.
I know. Well, they're good at putting extras out. Actually, Taskmaster, they do extended outtakes, which is really fun. So you do sometimes get to see, because there's also Sanjeev has brought in 2 vials of piss as we speak in my episode 5, and Maisie did drink it in the second episode, but there must be a rule where Channel 4 are like going, we can't have people drinking piss.
She actually drank it.
Yes, or the vial of piss that was Sanjeev. And then so in my winning episode, Sanjeev's brought piss in again. So I eat all these jelly beans that Anya's put together by a teeth.
Yeah.
So all everyone's like going, oh God, so I put these jelly beans that she's eaten. Already consumed. And then I have the vial piss, and I look that, so you can see if you watch it, I'm actually looking at Maisie because they cut hers out. So people are like, oh, I'm sure she did because I heard the audience going, ooh. And then so I look and go, and she goes like, and I go, yeah. But that's why. But everyone was like, I think Maisie must have as well. Then Anya, I think, did a Q&A. She went, no, yes, she did, but they cut it. So that's why I look and go like, because it's not just me and Nicky Maisie's joke. It's just like an on-running. So yeah, and that's funny. When you win, it lasts a lifetime, that mute, and you've got to try and do funny things with all the objects. And sometimes they're just not. You can't do anything with them, so you just go, whoa, look at this, whoa, trying to do wacky.
I did laugh when it was like the one. It was like the female anatomy. Somebody, but you were just like, that's the one I want to win.
Oh yeah. That's the only prize I want to win. No? It doesn't get a big laugh in this.
No, but I was like, that's so Phil. That's great.
And creepy lingering silence after.
Well, anyway, listen, Phil, thank you so much for joining us. Check out
Pleasure.
Phil on tour. And aside from that, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. We'll speak to you very soon.
Yeah, and let's hope the other 2 fuckers don't come back and ruin it.